Hi, my name is Dave Lockwood, and Logan, my son, my 19-year-old son, and I were heading up to Port Charlotte from Cape Coral, Florida to look at a junk removal job. This job it's not a usual job for us. It's a 28-foot long RV, and it is a construction trailer, and it's at a manufactured home site. Really don't know what we're getting into, or even if we'll get the job or not, but we're going to go out and bid this out. And basically what I see going into this job is we see potentially we're going to get some things that are going to have some value, maybe some significant value. Got to be careful to do this properly, because if these guys haven't already done the procedures to get this vehicle taken away properly, then you could get yourself into some trouble. Now, the construction trailer is a completely different thing. They'll own that. We could take that away right away. Generally, it's like 90. You got to do a process that takes probably about 120 days, from what I read on Google. If this RV is in good enough shape that we can do something with it. I looked the RV up on a bunch of different websites the other night. Determined that it was a 28-foot long. It's an Excalibur. It's a 1984 model, and I seen some for sale for as little as $5,500, and I seen one that was in very good condition for sale for $11,000. There were quite a few of them on eBay. No completed sales. So, but anyway, that's what we're doing this morning. But this is what I wanted to talk about. This business, I've been a real estate guy for most of my life, and when the market crashed, for us, we were one of the first to go down the tubes, because we were pretty much overextended. So that has created an income problem for us. Went from being, more or less, living the life to scraping the bottom of the barrel, more or less. So basically, what had happened is I noticed, this goes way back when, but I noticed that all the foreclosures, there was these huge piles of furniture being put out, and I got to thinking, I know that, I'd look at someone and say, that dresser's worth at least $25 to somebody. And then there was just so much of it. So for a while there, my sister and myself we were in Tampa, Florida at the time. We took that stuff and we had these big yard sales. And we could have just enormous, like an acre of stuff, yard sales over and over and over. We collected doors and different things. We could set the doors across to make our tables, and we get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and we set up these just monster yard sales, and we'd make $600, $700, $800 over 2 days, maybe $1,200. And we got to thinking, man, that's really cool. But then it's a lot of work, and the city governments, they don't want you doing that over and over and over. So we were actually doing this around a trailer park, and they were kind of lenient on it, but they finally we did a bunch of them like every other week for a while, and they just did not want us doing that. So then what I started doing is just taking selective stuff and putting it on Craigslist. We get different things, and then somebody told me about Craigslist a little bit more, and I looked into Craigslist, and I noticed you could sell just about anything on Craigslist. So we started running around. I had a Ford Explorer at that time, and we'd strap stuff on top of it, squeeze it inside. I bought a little itty-bitty hoopty trailer from a guy and had a big wooden frame built on it. And I drive around on garbage day. We weren't far from some of the richer neighborhoods. I drive around on garbage day, and I'd pick up stuff. And the little stuff that I could ship, we'd put it on eBay. And the bigger stuff that we couldn't ship, we just put it on Craigslist. And over time, I've learned, what sells, what doesn't sell, what to mess with, what not to mess with. There's a percentage of the things that you get that are electronic that work, and and there's a percentage of things that are going to sell very quickly. There's a price range for everything, and the price ranges move at different times of the year. There's a lot of little itty-bitty things that we've learned that save, just would save somebody a tremendous amount of money. What I'm telling you here is that there is stuff everywhere that you can pick up for practically nothing, little more than gas. I don't care what kind of vehicle you have. I mean, obviously, if you have an SUV or a pickup truck, it would really be beneficial to you. I've taught people how to do this in a bunch of different ways, and if you got the mindset that you want to make some money and you don't want to go spend a whole bunch of money on a get-rich-quick scheme or whatever it is that you're looking at, this works. This kind of stuff's around you everywhere, and there are so many ways of getting the debris or the junk for free. I could show you what we've done to do that. We've actually moved from one market to another and not even experienced much of a hiccup in income. We've moved from Tampa to Cape Coral, from Cape Coral to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we've done the same thing in each area. We've helped a church start a thrift store with this concept, and it works. It works great. You know, if you want to use something like this to get rich, well, you're going to have to go and do the store model. Goodwill's a good example. It works. It works very, very well. Organization comes into play with that and lots of space. However, to do this business out of your garage, or if you've got some small areas that you can put stuff, it's very, very doable. The key is you have limited space, so you can't let things sit for very long. And I could show you how we do this so that we don't have a huge accumulation of stuff that's worthless and that we have to get rid of. Now, we have scaled up. We have a box truck now. We have a small dump truck, and we have literally earned the money to buy those things. And we choose not to have payments, and we choose not to have a big overhead. If you did and you know how to manage people, you could make a very nice living doing this, even with the amount of competition there is out there. There's more thrift stores now than I've ever seen. But most of these thrift stores, they really, I don't think they're making much money because they're paying it all out in labor. But there's some little secrets that we've learned, and we'd like to share that stuff with you. So, alright, that's it. That's the long and the short of it for now. Dave Lockwood, Logan Lockwood, and our website is howtomakemoneywithjunk.com, and we're going to cover a bunch of things, from what to do with the scrap metal that you accumulate doing this, whether it's worth fixing things to sell them, where to sell stuff, whether eBay or Craigslist makes the most sense, what to do with vehicles, what to do with big items that you get, there's just everything you can think of that has to do with other people's junk. And we can teach you how to do it for virtually no money, both in the advertising and in picking the stuff up, and how to maximize the limited amount of space that most of us have. It's a very doable thing, and I think you can do it. Anybody more or less can do it, and it's exciting to me. It's exciting to me. I've made a lot of money in my life, and this is exciting, and it's fun, and you're always getting stuff that you just never expected you would get, and there's always $50 and $100 items you're getting out of these pickups that you're willing to do the time as far as putting them in and putting them on Craigslist or putting them on eBay. You can make great money, and you can make it today. It's not hard. So that's it. Thank you.